Hi, I'm Zach Smith with the Open Hands Food Pantry here in the basement of the Methodist Church in West Union. And we just wanted to give you a little look at what we do here and the options that we have available here at the pantry for our community. I don't think a lot of people kind of even know what's down here. And so we just wanted to give you a little glimpse into what happens down here. So every week when someone comes in, well, once a month, well, they can come in weekly. I'll explain that in a minute. But once a month, they can come in, and a family of one or two will get one of these boxes, and they've got about 35 pounds of food in them. I'll show you what's in them a little bit later. And families of three or four would get a second box, and five or more would actually get three of these boxes. So you're starting off with about 100 pounds of food if you're a family of five or more. Over here, we got some coolers. We've got milk and yogurt. We're waiting for the truck to come off, and this is much more full than it is. Usually there's some sort of cheese or various other things that might come with that. We have lots of meats as well that go out right now. We've got like even some ribs, some hamburger, pork loins, lots of things. Sometimes we even get like hams or turkeys. There's almost always some sort of hamburger or something along that line. And families get all of this once a month, and they're able to come, and normally like a family of one or two would walk out of here with between 75 and 100 pounds of food in their monthly allotment. And a family of five or more would walk out between somewhere 150, sometimes 200 pounds of food. So it is a lot of food that we're able to offer and send out and well, hopefully get people fed. If we continue along this way, we will head up toward the front of the place. And as we come in and check people in, usually this hallway is filled with carts of people that are getting ready to check out, and we've filled out cards for them and everything, and they would come in and we weigh everything that goes out. More on that in just a moment. In this room over here, we have the room where we do all of the staging and all of the prep work for getting those boxes ready to go. So in here you see all these canned goods, a lot of kind of your basic staples, potatoes, tomatoes, corn and beans and peas and fruits, even peaches and pears and lots of stuff that you could use pretty regularly, peanut butter. And these all go into these boxes that we pack. Those are those boxes that you saw in that other room. We're blessed to be able to kind of prep. You see all the cereal and such that we're able to give out. Pretty much everybody that goes is able to get a box or two of cereal to go with them. We've got these freezers that were kind of given to us from grants and such, in which we're able to get a lot of these meats and such that are able to go out, and people are able to, well, enjoy those too. So as we go to the front and we go to where we check everybody in, they come in this door at the end here, and when they come in, they are checked in, and we see when the last time they were there was and what they're eligible for the day. They once a month they get what I've already shown you, but every single week people are able to come in and go into this room that we're about to go into in just a minute, and they're able to get stuff out of that room. So even if you're not at the time where you would have your monthly allotment, you still week by week get quite a bit of food as well. You're probably, even if just in going in this front room, going to walk out of there with 40, 50, 60 pounds of food for your family. And so we're glad to be able to offer that every single week to families. We serve the North Fayette Valley School Zone. We got a map up here that kind of shows where we go. And so, I mean, if you're in Hawkeye or Elgin or Claremont or Fayette or Wadena, I'm probably missing a couple of little ones in there. But if you're in any of those towns or the outlining areas, you're fully able to come and get everything that we have to offer here at the pantry. If you're outside of that area and you come, you're welcome to come. We just just because of some of our requirements and things, we have less to offer you, but there's still stuff that we have for you, even if you're outside of that range. Now, even like on this wall here, we've got in the pastry room, we've got lots of different options for foods and for vegetables and for fruits. And sometimes, you might, if you pick up like an eggplant, for example. I wouldn't know how to cook an eggplant. I don't even know where to begin cooking an eggplant. But we've got these from the Iowa State Extension Office, and they kind of tell you, oh, hey, if you picked up beets today, or if you picked up carrots or cauliflower, or zucchini, or eggplant, or whatever, here's some ways to prepare it. Here's some ways to cook it so that it doesn't go to waste and that you can actually use it to feed your family. So we're glad to be able to offer some of that. So when people do get checked in, they'll come in here, and in here, this is our pastry room. We call it our pastry room. We get a lot of produce in. Right now, there's quite a bit of fruits. We got apples and oranges and even some limes, but a lot of the basic staples that you'd need: carrots and onions and potatoes and celery that you'll be able to find here. Very often, we're able to have bread and cereal and even like a lot of the canned goods and rice and beans. And so even if it's not your time to get your full monthly allotment of everything, you can still get some of all of this stuff every single week when you come in here. And so we're real excited for that because families are hungry more than once a month, and so we're grateful to have this room and these options to be able to do that. So like I said, if you're not even on that monthly allotment where you might get a ton of food, you're gonna walk out of here with 40, 50, 60 pounds of food for your family. And that's awesome. And that goes a long way to helping meet the needs of people in this area. This little room here, mostly storage. This room here is where at one point we were entirely located. Everything that I've shown you was in this little tiny room before, and I don't even know how we possibly made that work at one point because it was packed in there. You couldn't hardly move. And now the church here has been gracious to allow us to expand to various different parts of the basement here and really sort of bloom out a little bit and be able to better serve the needs of the people in the community here. Now, we're open on Tuesday afternoons. Today's a Tuesday, and so we're getting prepared for opening here. From 12:30 to 4 every single Tuesday, people are able to come and to get food for yourself and your family. So we would love to see as many people come as possible. We much prefer it to be busy down here than to not have a whole lot of anybody. So please come down. We've got some certain guidelines. If you are eligible for SNAP, if you're on food stamps, you're automatically qualified down here at the pantry. So if you're wondering, it's that, and actually the qualifications are even higher for income than what SNAP's are. So even if you're not eligible for SNAP, you still might be eligible for some of this stuff down here. We have a phone number that you can reach us at, 563-422-2150. And if you have a question, a concern, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. You can look us up on our Facebook page. It's Open Hands is the Facebook page here in town, and we often post about our hours, some of our offerings, some of those things. So we thank you for watching this, taking a look. We'd love to see you or your family down here.
So can anybody donate food to this?
Yes, anybody can donate food. One of the things that's been really neat is now as we come into the warmer months of the year, a lot of farmers come and they have extra tomatoes or they have extra cucumbers or extra zucchini. I think you can't plant zucchini without having extra zucchini. But if you have any farm items that you just have extra of, bring them down. We love them. All of our clients love having the extra produce as well. It doesn't get better than fresh homegrown vegetables and things like that. But anything else that you might have, you can stop in on a Tuesday and bring it down, or call us at that number and let us know that you have something, and we're usually pretty flexible to be able to work with that. So we appreciate anything, Rod.
And then volunteers.
Volunteers, yes, we have an awesome group of volunteers that keep this place running. I think there's about 25 or 30 of us, give or take, that keep this thing moving and operating, and it's amazing how consistent and how reliable these guys are. Nobody gets paid here, but we have people unloading the truck right now, and nobody gets paid, but everybody comes and just very generously gives of their time and their effort and their talents to make this thing run and work in a way that can help our community. So that is awesome to see.
And then anybody that hasn't been here before, is there anything that they should bring with them, or?
No, that's one of the neat things about here. There's nothing we require you to bring with you. Bring yourself. We need to know some basic info about you, your address. We need a phone number to reach you just in case. We need probably an email address, and we need you to have an idea of how much you make a month. But we don't require you to bring in a pay stub. We don't require you to bring in even a proof of insurance and things like that. We just we take you at your word here. So there's nothing you have to even bring. Just bring yourself.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to walk us through this, and hopefully everybody will come down and get a chance to see you and take advantage of the services here.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you soon. Goodbye.